lessons learned and insight, I think the one thing I would say is that what got me here is being myself.
Wow,
I
that's
think
very good.
I think the one thing I've noticed is that you know, lots of people move up the corporate ladder and they change who they are, and they got sometimes a chip on their shoulder. The one thing I've learned is to be honest about, there's people that helped me get to where I am at the moment and helped me in my journey. So I think for me, I respect that. I would also state that you are your author of your own story. Don't ever let somebody else dictate your storyline to you. Always know what your next step is. Be purposeful in your journey. And I think for me, that's what helped me get to where I am throughout my career. I think the last thing I would obviously sort of say is that always try and work for people that you can learn from, because you will never ever stop learning in your career, and you would want to work for somebody that you can learn from as well. So I think that's important in your career path. You know what? Everyone has their own sort of bag of tricks or their recipe to their sort of meal or anything of that sort. I think for me, what's worked for me personally is that I always surround myself with people that are very competent, people that I can trust, and that will have my back, and vice versa. I think be humble enough to know that you don't know everything, and that the people that you have around you are going to support you in almost seeing those blind spots that you don't necessarily see. I also think another sort of aspect is listen generally and really care. Give your undivided attention. The one thing I really sort of, I think, I believe is in my bag of tricks is the fact that I would be able to speak to a CEO, but at the same time, I can also speak to a developer if need be. And that's what makes a leader is being able to speak to different people in the way they want to be spoken to and the way they will understand. Last of all, I think for me is networking is probably key. I think it's sometimes never what you know, but it's who you know that really makes a difference. So for me, I think networking is always sort of important. So that's also something I would say. And don't ever sort of say something and not do it. If you are not going to do it, be very honest. So for me, it's about the fact that do what you say you're going to do, be consistent around it, and never expect somebody to do something if you can't do it yourself. So that for me is what I would say has gotten me where I am at the moment.